Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope that by the time you receive this podcast or watch the video, you are doing good. It's been a while. I know it's been like 2 weeks. And for those who are watching the video, as you can tell, my other tooth fell off. The other one cracked. And now my two front teeth are just short, extremely short. And it's just awkward talking. So I was going through my little depression. Oh, I got popcorn in my shirt from when I ate popcorn earlier. I saved it. Don't laugh at me, y'all. But I was going through my little depression thing and my little anxiety thing, and it's been kicking me in my behind, honestly speaking. It hasn't been an easy depression, I guess you could say. And anxiety has been horrible. It's been waking me up between 3 and 4 in the morning. This morning I actually woke up at 2:39 to be exact. And it took me a second to try to go back to sleep. And I got like an extra 2 hours of sleep, but my anxiety has been so high. There's just been a lot going on, and I'm trying to see if I can relocate, and that's adding on a lot of stress as well, because I'm not sure if relocating is actually a good idea. I'm not sure if relocating would be beneficial for us, and I don't want to make another impulsive move, which is the one that got me down here in the first place. And it's just making it hard for me to function, honestly, because I know something has to give somewhere. Like, we've been here for 4 years. It'll be 5 this summer if we're here that long, and we still haven't been able to fully get on our feet. We were okay at one point, but then shit happened and we got back off our feet again. Well, COVID happened, not just shit, but COVID. Oh, I was waiting for her.
Oh, she's waiting.
But I had to put it on Do Not Disturb so it wouldn't cut my podcast off.
You said you to cash up her money for the cigarettes and you just need the cigarettes, right?
Oh, so she don't need the card?
So you don't need the card? Write it down, say it's the lobby door. Okay. Okay. What? I'll be right back.
And it's just cigarettes, right?
Okay.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, we have enough.
Okay. Sorry, you guys. I had somebody go into the store for me. And I wasn't sure if she was going to call me. And I did put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So I was keeping the text messages open so I can see if she would text me. In case the call didn't go through. But yeah, so it's a stressor because I don't want to accidentally make a decision that can go south even more, I guess you can say, which is then leaving me with so much anxiety because I'm overthinking things. And I have a tendency of doing that. Like, I have a tendency of overthinking things, and then I have a tendency of preparing myself for the worst. Don't get me wrong, I have faith and belief God always has my back. I know He has brought me as far as I am, and I know He's still working within me, and He's still working for me. But I tend to just, try to predict the worst case scenario so that I can be prepared for it, and that's not a good thing, and that's not a good way to live either. Like, that is just so stressful and so frustrating and so irritating and so annoying because it just causes more stress and more trauma and more PTSD scenarios and more depression scenarios, and then everything's off whack. Then I'm trying to be productive, but I'm not actually being productive. It's like a catch-22, I haven't even done any of my reels. Besides the fact that My gums are still swollen in the front from where the one that cracked and fell. It's kind of hard for me to articulate my words. At least I think it is. I'm not sure if you guys can understand me fine. My kids understand me, but then again, they are my kids, so they'd be used to my vocabulary regardless. But I did just jump into this and kind of like didn't even say hi. Hi, you guys. My name is Lynette. I'm a life coach for parents, and I'm also the creator of the platform Parenting with Mental Illness, where I cover my life and the scenarios that I go through, and trauma and drama, and whatever my life brings in, and whatever I feel like I need to discuss, whatever I feel like I can help somebody else. If I share my story, I'll share it. I'm very open and transparent. Everything that we're going through is stressful, very stressful. I need more income. I need more clients. I'm still trying to find more clients. But it's like, if we're honest with each other, I'm supposed to be a life coach with parents, right? So if we're honest with each other, what parent really wants to admit that they need extra help or that they don't have it together? Like, I don't think a lot of parents are going to open up and say, hey, but there's a lot of good that we can do, and there's a lot of good that I do. And I don't work with just parents. That's where my specialty is. I work with anyone that needs a life coach or a health coach. I am certified in both. But I do need more clients. And this platform is like a journey between my growth with my mental illness and raising two autistic children that have mental illness as well, and then an atypical preschooler. It's my journey as a parent, with kids with disability and with kids without disabilities. It's my journey with my own mental illness and what I deal with and what I cope with and what I go through, along with my coaching business and the good that I want to do and would love to be able to do. But I've been MIA. I've been MIA because I haven't been in the best headspace. But I'm beginning to feel like one of the reasons why I'm not in the best headspace is because I stopped my routine. I didn't come on here to do a podcast in over 2 weeks, I believe. And I feel like that was helping me to get past the hurdles and the humps. But now I'm like keeping everything inside, so I'm not actually articulating anything, which in turn just means that I'm holding on to it, so I'm causing myself to have even more anxiety, which is not cool. But that's why I decided, you know what, today's Wednesday. I was supposed to do this on Monday. I was all over the place Monday. I was like, literally, my brain was running at like 50 miles per hour and I couldn't catch up with it. So there was no way I would have been able to put up a podcast even if I wanted to. But I'm just trying to catch up with you guys, just because it has been a while. And mentally, I've been everywhere. If we want to be really honest, like mentally, I've just been seriously like everywhere. So it's been just kind of hard to ching and get back on the grind, which I need to, because again, I need to find more clients. The sooner I can find clients, the sooner it'll be easier for me and my family. I'm not able to go work a 9 to 5 like everybody else because I do have 2 high-functioning autistic children that I have to be available for at all times, especially one of them. The other one's in school, but the other one isn't. And I have to make sure that, everything's situated, for my kid. Especially with her being such suicidal, like I always have to be paying attention to where her mind frame is and where it's heading to, if it's going to a dark place or if it's in a good place. Not a lot of people know how to walk her off the edge like I do. So I have to always be available and around. So the only other way I can find income besides trying to get my platforms monetized is by becoming a life coach, because I can virtually work from home, or I can be a virtual assistant as well. I was looking into that. I was thinking about, doing that as well. But I have a passion for helping people. I'm not a huge people person, and I know it's so contradictory, But I'm really not a huge people person, but I do have a passion for helping people. Like, I don't want anyone to be in my situation. I don't want anyone to feel a certain type of way if they were in my situation. Like, I know what it's like to feel like you're hitting rock bottom, and no matter what you do, it's not stopping. And then it's like, no matter how much you're trying to get yourself back up, 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 you just keep falling and keep falling. I know what that's like, and I know what it's like to not have any support system that understands or can actually give you advice that you can use to benefit your situation. So I know what it's like, and I like to use all my personal experiences from helping other parents and other people, and just to help my current clients. Um, what else? The kids are doing good. Still homeschooling my preschooler, and she's loving it. She enjoys doing homeschool. She likes it. She is very smart, a quick learner. She doesn't play around with the learning piece. She really actually likes to learn. Um, my oldest is still being homeschooled. We have to catch up for hers. Hers is behind. My son is doing awesome in school. So despite our situation, my kids are thriving, which thank God, because it would just add on more of a broken heart to me as a parent if my kids weren't thriving. So I'm doing something right, which is always good to know because life can kick you. You know what I'm saying? It can kick you and make you feel like you're all over the place. But that's pretty much everything I've been coping with. I've been calling around. I ended up getting a list for like private landlords or private apartment complexes, and I've been calling around trying to find any complex that has a 2 or 3 bedroom on a first floor that I can move into. So far, I haven't found any. I haven't had any luck. I still have another long list to go down. Um, I'm also looking in Georgia as well. Um, I heard Georgia is supposed to be a second chance state. So if anyone who is watching is from Georgia or know anyone that's in Georgia and knows of any second chance apartments or houses, I would greatly appreciate that feedback. It would just make my life a lot easier because it's hard to look for something when you're not in that same state and can't get to it. But I need to find a way to make this work somehow because it's been a while now. It's been a while, and it's time for us to get on our feet. Like, the time to play around is done and over with. Like, I wasn't playing though, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this whole entire time I've been playing, but I've been letting my anxiety and my mental illness take control a little bit more, and that's not okay because that's what stops me from being productive, from getting accomplished the things that I need to accomplish, and I have goals that I need to meet. And I'm gonna try my damnedest and my hardest to get these goals met this year, and that is from finding at least 6 paid clients, finding people to take my course, pay for my course, finding a place to live, finding transportation. Those are the 4 big things I'm working on this year. And so far, all I've been doing is trying not to lose my shits. And we're already 11 days into the new year. This is not a good way to start. So I can't afford for the rest of the year to go this way. So I gotta find a way to get it together. But it's hard, like, calling all these complexes because since I'm originally not from down here, I don't know none of these complexes. I have to actually Google them, look to see how their buildings are, if they have an elevator, if they don't have an elevator, if if it's like 2 or 3 floors, like if it's townhouses, if everything is on one floor. Like, I have to have all these so when I call, I know what I'm asking. Because I don't want to be like, hey, do you have a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment? They go, yes, I have one. Then I'm like, okay, great, I want to apply for it. And kind of find out it's on the second or third floor and there's no elevator, it's just stairs. Because a lot of the complexes down here, that's how it is. There's no elevator, it's just stairs. So, yeah. That's another reason why I was trying to leave, because there really is not a lot out there for handicap. Like, this is ridiculous. There really aren't a lot of options out there. And that makes it even harder for me to find stability, because there aren't a lot of options out there for handicap. And it sucks. It sucks to have all this roadblocks and roadblocks and roadblocks and roadblocks. It's like, when am I going to catch a break? Somewhere among all this, I have to be able to catch a break. And then today, to top it off, I got up out the wheelchair. I just came in from outside, had my smoking session. I was going to go to the bathroom, and I just started shaking like crazy, and I ended up falling. And the thing is, I thought I could make it to the bathroom. Like, I just felt myself shaking, but I was like, I can make it to the bathroom. And then I'll just sit, on the toilet and wait out whatever this is, because it happens randomly sometimes. I could just wait out whatever this is, and then, I'll be good. But nope, I ended up falling before I even made it to the bathroom. Thank God I braced myself for it, so I didn't really get hurt. But I scared the daylight out of my daughters, and that just made me feel so sad, because I didn't want to scare them, at all, in no shape, way, or form. But I did. I ended up scaring them. The little one came, gave me a big hug. She wanted to try to help me up, but I'm like, baby, I gotta do this. You can't help me. And, my oldest came running too. Like, I felt so bad for scaring them. Then I'm like, the people downstairs are probably like, what the heck was that just dropped? I gotta find something funny out of it. But, that's pretty much everything that I'm coping with. Just trying to find stability and find a common ground and find a way to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because every time I think I see a light at the end of a tunnel, something else happens, and then there's no light. And I'm stuck, which is not cool. Which is definitely not cool. Not at all. Sorry, you guys. I was in my thoughts. I don't know why I just literally went into my thoughts while I was talking to you guys, but I just went into my thoughts. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to do the best that I can with what I have. And it sucks to be on my own. It sucks to not really be able to call family and have family support. And that's kind of low key what I was thinking about when I just forgot that I was talking to you guys. It sucks to not have family support. It sucks to not be able to call your mother, call your uncles, call your aunt, call your cousins, and just talk and catch up with life. And it sucks. You know what I'm saying? It really sucks. It's frustrating, because it really does make you feel like you're alone. And it only shows even more, like, every single time you're wishing or thinking or hoping that you could have, woulda, shoulda, coulda, and then didn't or couldn't or can't, whatever the case may be. But that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. Gonna try to get back on my A game. I had originally scheduled a workshop for the 12th, which is tomorrow. But like I said to you guys, I'm not mentally prepared, and I completely forgot. And I didn't even do the slides or anything for it, so I pushed it back to February 9th. So I do have a parenting tip workshop on February 9th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can pre-register. The link is in my bio, but it is also on my website, www.coachingwithlynetteH.com. You can find it there if you guys want to stop by and register. And if you want to know what it's about, like if you want to get the information but you're not sure if you'll be able to sit down for the live, pre-register and I will get you the recording. So that this way you don't have to miss what the topic was about, even though you couldn't make it there live. That's fine. It's okay. I know when it comes to parents, our schedules can be crazy. We're always trying to do a routine for our kids and stay with our routine, but sometimes our kids don't cooperate like we would like them to. So I know life can happen. And because of that, that's why I'd be willing to send you the recording. Just pre-register for the workshop so that this way you can get onto my list so that I can then send you the recording in case you don't make it. And then even if you do make it, you can still get the recording. That's not a problem. In case if you want it for future references. But I'm looking forward to that, and then I'm going to do another workshop March 9th. I haven't been able to go live on Instagram. For some reason, it says that I had some posts that were against the policy and were deleted, and I'm not allowed to go live temporarily. It's about to be a week now tomorrow, and I still haven't been able to go live. I missed it last week because of this, but when I go looking through my timeline, I don't see anything that was deleted, so I'm not even sure what they're talking about. I did put up a picture and add Instagram to it to find out what's going on, but I didn't get any replies or anything like that, so I'm not sure what's up or why I can't go live, but the majority of my content is motivational, so I'm not understanding, where there was a content that was, against the policy rules. So I'm not sure, but once I can start doing that, I'll get back on routine as well. I'm still working on trying to go live in my groups. Now it's more about mentally being prepared to do so, more than anything else. So I'm gonna get my ducks in a row. I'm working on it. I just have to at the same time protect myself mentally and make sure that I'm in a good headspace while I'm doing all of this. But thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a follower, a subscriber. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Does anyone else feel a little bit off? Like, does anyone else feel like they've got so much going on? They feel like they're like barely floating above water. I would love to know. Comment and let me know. Definitely we could chit chat. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope that this podcast found you guys in a good headspace. And if not, I hope listening to my story just, helps you with yours and not make it seem as bad as we may think it is. Because sometimes things aren't as bad as we think they are. We just take our minds there and then drive ourselves crazy. All right, you guys. It was nice talking to you guys. Love you guys. Please, if you can I'd appreciate it. If you can share, I'd definitely appreciate it. Be blessed.